this is a pretty big launch, the all-new 2010 Core family, and we've got a lot of stuff we're going to be introducing this morning. We have something like 27 new versions of the Core family. That's 4 new versions of the i3, 8 versions of the i5, and 5 versions of the i7. A lot of technology. We've got a whole series of new chipsets, 7 different series of chipsets, and we've got 3 new wireless chipsets to take advantage of WiMAX. If you haven't noticed, the WiMAX network has made pretty considerable progress in the US, and now, including here in Vegas, the whole of Vegas is covered. So if you've got kind of 3G blues on your performance, try out this thing. It really screams. All of the technology here today is pretty much based around 32 nanometer, and this is our 2nd generation high-K technology. You remember back with the 45 nanometer introduction, we did a little trick on the transistor that Gordon Moore called the biggest change to the transistor in 40 years, which was high-K metal gate. That was a way to keep shrinking the transistor down without losing, dissipating power. This is our 2nd generation high-K metal gate. Since we talked to you about the 1st generation, we've shipped over 200 million high-K metal gate microprocessors, and now we're moving into the 2nd generation. The 2nd generation is enabling us to do some really cool stuff in terms of power consumption.
And then the 2 virtual cores with our hyper-threading technology. And we're down here around 10% while playing both of these. So it's really fantastic performance improvement for us here. Some of the other things we've done with the graphics is we now have support for 2 HDMI ports on board, as well as 2 parallel streams at the same time. And we've got the high-def audio with this, so you end up with a true home theater solution. For this one over here that you have by you, Sean, is our Core 2 Duo, and this is our Core i5 on this side.
So I've got the slow one.
Yeah, I'm going to need your help on this. I wouldn't say it's slow. This is a best-in-class processor that we were selling just last week. But of course, we've got some better stuff over here. And I don't want to give you the faster one. What if you butcher it or fat finger it or something? I don't want to make that happen. I'm just kidding. I'm sure.
My job is to plug in an iPod.
Yeah, that's your iPod, actually.
That's about the limit of my intellectual abilities this morning.
Help me along with the kids.
The idea here, by the way, guys, is you're looking at a very mundane task, right? Everybody plugs in their iPod. So we're trying to show you how just doing really simple stuff, the new architecture makes a big difference, okay? Just really simple stuff, just plugging in your iPod.
Yep.
We're down board with it.
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
Go. All right. Now, I have Cameron driving from the back on this one. What's happening is it's launching iTunes now that we plug these in. And give it a second, here we go. iTunes is open on this one, it's syncing it up. And as soon as, what we're looking for is right up here at the top, moving over lost, boom, this one's done. Over here, we're still plugging away. So it's this responsiveness. iTunes is trying to get access to the cores, but it has half as many resources in this case.
So this is a super short demo with a small amount of data, but the impact between fastest system in the world a week or 2 ago, new system, and the difference in iPod synchronization is?
In this case, about 2x.
2x.
Open another browser page or 2, it could be more.
Okay.
You know, so, okay. What this one is I captured a couple demos that I want to show you later. I know I never can get your time, Sean. I took a sneak peek in some of the booths. But I took just a couple short clips here, you can pull up, and I put them onto my PCs, on both of these PCs. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to shrink these demos down into something that you can view on your iPod. What I'm going to do is just at the same time launch these. These were HD videos that I took, and we're going to shrink those down to the iPod. I'm going to handle this bake-off on my own. If I can multitask, I have 2 hands. Okay, and away they go. On the dual core with hyperthreading, what's happening is MediaShow Espresso is able to encode 4 videos in parallel with having those 4 threads. Whereas on the Core 2 Duo system, the software has detected that the best case here is to do 2 at a time, and then kick in for the rest. You see, we're already complete on the Core i5, whereas here, we're still plugging away at it. And this is the software that's written multi-threaded to take advantage of more thread access and better utilize the headroom in our cores.
So I'm going to jump on here, do some movements, and right now my resting heart rate is about 70. So I know Adam's going to talk about the turbo part.
Well, yes, the C Pro is a great opportunity for Intel. We've got our core processor in here using our integrated graphics. But what we're doing is we're measuring her watch being used through the exercises. She's calmly going through the motions here. But should Mia decide to pick up the pace a little here, boom. She reacts to me telling her this, but check your heart rate now, Mia.
Oh, Lord. It's about 115.
115. Now that's not something that she controlled intentionally. That's one of the dynamic sort of features of her body. And this is sort of an analogy I like to use when we're talking about turbo. This is similar to the way that our product works with our intelligent performance. So if I could pull up the demonstration I've put up over here on this screen, this is a Core i5 laptop I'm running here from Dell. And what I've done is I've taken some pictures from my daughter's birthday party on this nice inexpensive camera. But one of the problems I have is the inability to get some of that great lens performance. So I'm just going to do a quick auto color on this. And what Picasso's going to do is automatically increase the dynamically. The application doesn't have to know anything about this. I don't have to know anything about this. Just like Mia's heart rate, this happens automatically. Here, the core clock speed of our Core i5 processor is now all the way up to 3 gigahertz to get this task done so that we can move on to some other things. So, great opportunity for us here with Turbo and some of the things that we all do every day, as well as here in the C Pro system, the way that Mia's demonstrated for us. So, good stuff.